when you speak to Reform voters, one of their biggest concerns is immigration, and Reform continuously claim that they're the only party who will do anything to stop the small boats from crossing the channel. But the fact is that Reform won't be able to stop the boats from coming, and they won't make much attempt to stop it either. They will create an even more inhospitable environment for minorities, especially Muslims and refugees, and they'll also have to pay for more accommodation, which will keep immigrants in cramped, unhygienic hotels and B&Bs, turning them into a form of concentration camps, with very limited financial assistance. There is another aspect to this debate, which is how much the UK economy relies on the labour of illegal immigrants. The agriculture, hospitality and social care industries heavily depend on undocumented workers to fill low-paid, high-demand jobs that many British citizens just won't take. A good example of this is the UK's farming sector, which has faced severe labour shortages because of post-Brexit immigration restrictions, which means that crops are being left to rot in the fields and we're having to import more from overseas because the demand has only increased while the local supply has decreased. The care sector is also struggling to recruit enough workers to look after the country's ageing population, and many care homes rely on undocumented migrants or workers on temporary visas. If Reform were serious about stopping illegal immigration, they would have to tackle the economic incentives that drive it, which would mean cracking down on the businesses and the industries that exploit undocumented workers. But that would upset their donors and their corporate backers, who rely on cheap, unregulated labour to keep their profit margins high. So instead of addressing the root causes of illegal immigration, Reform will blame migrants for the housing crisis and our public services that are constantly strained, while quietly allowing the system to continue as it is because it benefits big business and the wealthy elite. At the end of the day, Reform's immigration stance is not about protecting British jobs or securing the borders. It is simply about manufacturing outrage to win votes while keeping the economic status quo firmly in place.